Now, our top story today, preliminary results are coming in from South Korea's snap presidential election, and it's shaping up to be a close race. With just under 24% of votes now counted, the National Election Commission reports Lee Jae-myung leading with 47.81%, while Kim Moon-soo trails closely at 43.99%. This snap vote was triggered by the impeachment of President Yoon Suk-yeol, who was removed from office earlier this year following his controversial martial law decree. Voter turnout has been remarkable, reaching 79.4%, the highest in a South Korean presidential election in nearly 3 decades. Lee and Kim present sharply different visions for the country, from AI-led economic modernization to business-friendly tax and energy policies. The final outcome is expected to become clear by midnight, and whoever wins will have to navigate a deeply divided political landscape and growing security challenges from day one. We're now joined by Dr. Satoru Nagao from the Fellow Hudson Institute located in Tokyo, Japan, to discuss this election in a bit more detail. Dr. Nagao, thank you very much for joining us on the program. This is a very important election for the country of South Korea today. It's been a very long process watching President Yoon Suk-yeol, former President Yoon Suk-yeol, go through his impeachment trial. He has now been impeached. South Korea has been in political turmoil. How important of a day is it for the political future of South Korea?
This is very important election because if the South Korea change the president just now, of course it is impossible to keep for Moon to keep their status. But anyway, if they need to change their status now, they need to face a new situation in the world. Because currently the Trump administration changed the rule of the world at a very rapid pace, and so he is leading. And so South Korea's government should adjust to such kind of situation. But in this case, relatively right-wing government has the advantage because the Trump administration policy is right. But currently, there is a high possibility that next president will be the President Lee, the left-wing side. So that's why can their policy adjust President Trump's policy of the United States? That is a matter of concern. So U.S.-South Korea relation will be something very tough situation in the near future after the new president will go in. But that is the current situation we can expect.
Yes, and Dr. Nagao, if you could you mind taking us through both candidates? We have the Democratic Liberal Party and the People Power Party, formerly of Yoon Suk-yeol. Could you tell us a bit about what they both stand for?
In the survey before the president election, of course, opposition party has the advantage because of the failure of the current government. But at the same time, when we check the result of this president election, the current ruling party is catching up the popularity of the opposition party. So now the 4% difference is, of course, the opposition party has the advantage. But that kind of the close gap means that a certain number of the South Korean people believe current ruling party has the advantage to deal with President Trump's policy, I believe. So that's why still many South Korean people worry about the policy of the opposition party, I think.
Yes, and the new leader of South Korea will face some challenges, whether that's at home and abroad. Could you tell us some of the issues that the new leader of South Korea is going to have to face?
In this case, most biggest difference between the current party and opposition party is their China policy and the North Korea policy. Simply said, the current party is relatively strong against North Korea and China, and opposition party, which will win the president election, is relatively friendly with North Korea and China. So, of course, In case of China, the South Korea cannot change the U.S. policy, so that's why they need to follow the U.S. policy. But at the same time, when they try to talk with North Korea, the South Korea's perception, especially opposition party's perception, is China's influence is very useful. So South Korea should cooperate with China to persuade North Korea. So that's why such kind of idea itself is not popular in the U.S. and Japan now. So, so countries around South Korea do not like this idea, but in the South Korea, the opposition party, which will win the election, is tended to such kind of the policy. They will choose, I think.
Dr. Nagao, thank you very much for joining us on the programme. We now move over to Europe, where Russia is blaming Ukraine for deadly railway